Cool. Hello, welcome. Thank you, Rohan and Karen, for producing this. My name is Simon. Up here with me is one of my teammates, Bridger. And this is Louis Latimer, an unrecognized black inventor who worked closely with Thomas Edison to develop the fundamentals of the power grid and also the light bulb. Although Thomas Edison is accredited with the original invention of the light bulb, it was Louis Latimer's inventions that really brought this technology from a marvel of science to a producible, reliable, and scalable product that we see in our everyday lives. So at Latimer Controls, we really see inspiration in Louis Latimer, and we look to solar to make solar a scalable, reliable, and dominant source on the power grid in the future. I've been working at the National Renewable Energy Lab for the past 3 years alongside 2 PhD scientists to produce 2 scientific publications, my master's thesis, and a provisional patent on our smart control renewable energy software for solar power plants. This software is going to be really groundbreaking because unfortunately on the grid right now with the technology existing, fossil fuels are still completely essential for operations. And this is because looking back to even Louis and Thomas Edison's time, the grid was designed for energy sources that were both controllable and stable at all times. Today, we're looking to integrate more and more solar onto the grid, which is reducing our carbon footprint, but unable to fully replace these fossil fuels because with changing cloud coverage patterns that are highly unpredictable, solar is not controllable or stable on the grid without fossil support in the transmission. Looking into the future, some of the proposed solutions include battery storage installations. However, batteries are prohibitively expensive, are not sustainable due to the mining of rare earth metals, and also have really short lifespans right now, looking around like 10 years. We talked to Excel this morning in a sales pitch, and we've talked to a bunch of other customers, and they all are looking to batteries but not willing to invest in them right now for these reasons. So at Latimer Controls, we are really rethinking this process, and our solution looks at the root cause of the problem using software, and we are looking to make solar smarter. So by adding control functionality through software directly to the solar panels, we're able to make these solar panels mimic the abilities of coal and natural gas on the power plant right now. So let's see how it works. So today, when a solar field is impacted even by a partial shading event like this, the entire power plant loses power all at once. So as you can see in the bottom left corner, the power output is extremely unstable, which is not profitable or useful on the grid. With our technology that we like to call SCORE, we are able to segment parts of the power plant to recognize when they are shaded and therefore signal to other parts of the power plant to overcompensate the production to maintain a stable output, as you see right there. So with this technology, we are able to make solar a controllable source on the grid, controllable and stable. And then looking into the future, as batteries do become more affordable and more sustainable, since we are a software-based platform, we can easily integrate with these batteries, which will actually end up extending the lifetime of these batteries due to smart control.
Great. So with all those key benefits in mind, that brings us to our mission, which is, much like Louis Latimer, to empower utility solar to become dynamic, reliable, and highly scalable as well. This is especially exciting right now as Colorado plans to double the solar installations from 1,700 megawatts to over 3,600 by just next year. Also in the last 10 years, the price of these installations has gone down by 85%, making solar power the least costly energy source to put into the power grid. Another key thing that's going on right now is actually the infrastructure bill has a $73 billion section exclusively for stabilizing the solar grid. So if we want to meet Joe Biden's 2035 100% renewable deadline, we're going to need technology like ours to make that happen. So our smart control renewable energy software, or SCORE as we like to call it, is not only revolutionary, but it is also profitable. Almost half of the fossil fuel plants, coal plants on the grid right now are operating at a loss, and so they are scrambling to find ways to transfer over to solar, but they still need something that can provide that stability and consistency of the power that coal plants produce. If they swap to solar using our technology, they can realize 52% savings on their coal stability cost, making the transition away from coal a lot smoother and making it a lot easier to decommission these plants. For current solar power plants and proposed and planned ones, we can offer a 30% revenue boost through the ability to now sell their power in real time, which opens up completely new markets which were not available before the ability to stabilize solar. So what is our go-to-market strategy for this technology? It's basically a two-pronged approach. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start integrating vertically with the current developer ecosystem. That means talking to panel developers, inverter companies, and land developers so that we can really build out a full solution and bring to our customers, which is the utility companies such as Xcel Energy. And once we build out this full solution, we can go to them and send up a contract and build out a new solar field or integrate with their existing ones. And this will basically allow them to start selling power in real time and create new power purchasing agreements, which were previously impossible. So looking ahead, in the next 9 months, we are planning on finalizing our MVP with select partners in the industry, like we talked about, as well as start a pilot program at either CU Microgrid, CSU Powerhouse, or with Google or IBM. And we'll also use this time to finalize some government grant opportunities we've been working on with the Department of Energy and the National Science Foundation. Looking ahead to next year, we should be ready to launch fully in Colorado with our finalized product and solution. And at this time, we'll start expanding our team to hire embedded systems engineers, software engineers, as well as market analysts. And we'll also be looking for outside capital at this time to help with this expansion. So who's the team that's going to make this happen? We have Simon Julien, who is the inventor of this technology and the founder, Tristan, who is our embedded systems and product management specialist, Zach, who is our regulatory and market analyst, and myself, who will be spearheading our sales and marketing efforts. We're not at this alone, though, as we have our advisory team, along with the great people at Catalyze who've helped us for the last few months. We also have Dr. Hodge and Dr. Sajdi, who helped Simon develop this technology at NREL. And we've been working with 1000 Greta's and CU Venture partners to help with all sorts of things, from business development to grant work and networking, all that sorts of stuff. There we go. So, looking ahead, at Latimer Controls, we not only envision a future of 100% renewable energy, we can see the path leading to it. As our technology is implemented at a higher and higher scale across the grid, not only will we be able to control utility scale solar, we will also be able to connect distributed solar, batteries, and offshore wind to create an entirely smart grid for a 100% renewable future and make fossil fuels a thing of the past. So, thank you so much for coming. We are Latimer Controls. If you'd like to learn more, or if you have any connections with private utilities, solar developers, or inverter manufacturers, please don't hesitate to reach out to team at Latimer Controls or come talk to us after the presentation. Thanks a lot.